You are not always switching priorities because you found something better. Sometimes you are switching because the current thing started demanding depth. People keep changing priorities as if that is progress, but it often resets momentum instead. Why does this happen? Let's look at the reasons one by one. First reason is attention drift. This is the tendency which people have where we keep moving our attention from one priority to another before it has enough time to compound. This has become more prevalent considering the attention span which we all have has become lesser and lesser, considering the social media influence, the short form content which has come in. So this problem, which was always there, has increased in last few years. Number two reason why this happens is short-term payoff bias. This is a tendency where people are comparing the equation of the effort which they are putting in versus the returns which they are getting. And this comparison is usually done on a short-term basis. So the effort seems significantly higher, whereas the person does not see any return coming in, which imbalances the equation in favor of dropping the current priority because you just see the effort. However, there is no payoff, there is no return on investment, there is no return because the return is delayed. And of course, the return is also not guaranteed. Number three reason why this happens is identity escape. When you start working on a priority for a longer period of time, it usually demands seriousness, consistency and skill, which is difficult and is a hit on your own identity. Switching to a new path protects you from being judged on the old one. An example which we usually see around us is someone starts a side hustle with a lot of enthusiasm. At first, the idea feels exciting. They research, plan, buy tools and imagine the future. Then the real work begins, which is publishing, improving, repeating the cycle over and over and over again. Suddenly another idea looks better, but often the new idea is not better. It is just easier because it has not demanded depth yet. In professional lives, also we see this visible where a person volunteers for an initiative or become a part of it and then it fizzles out in some time from your end, not from the company end or from any other team member's end. So how do we recognize if this is happening to us? Let's look at our recognition framework and ask ourselves a few questions. Have I changed my main priority more than twice in the last 12 months? If it is about your side hustle, how much time have you given it in terms of months or years till now? If you are changing something very often, and the thumb rule which I will suggest is more than 2 times a year, and the process is getting repeated over 2 consecutive years, there is a huge problem. Second question which you can ask yourself is, can I clearly name the one area where I am building depth right now? If somebody asks you, what are you focusing in terms of areas, initiatives or niche? And the answer is 2, you are focusing on too many. In office work, I can still understand some initiative not requiring that much energy, so the answer can be many projects. However, there will definitely be certain critical projects where you are building depth. It should be like that. Third question which you can ask is, have I stayed with any one project long enough to become noticeably better? To assess this, I will say, look at your past and in how many projects or subjects or areas have you went in depth. It may not be applicable to your side hustle. It can be on an interest in a personal life. It can be in your office projects. Answer yourself, Did you execute the project or went in depth? If your answer is yes to any one question out of three, then my recommendation will be to act basis or action framework. First thing you should do is pick one priority and give it 90 days before judging it seriously. No questions asked. Second step which you can take is separate exploration from commitment, because both are different lanes. Exploration is for choosing, commitment is for compounding. So for example, how does it look like in real life? If you are interested in topics and you do not understand which topic to commit to, I will say explore for 1 to 2 weeks. If you don't like it, leave it. To give you a constraint framework, I will say you can do this change for only 2 times. So third time, whatever you are choosing, you are staying with it, or you go to one of the earlier ones and stick with it for at least 90 days. This is to separate multiple priorities. This is to ensure you focus on one priority at least for 90 days. You may decide to drop it after 90 days. That is a completely different topic altogether. But you need to learn to build the muscle of investing your energy in a field for 90 days. What's the worst that can happen? You will build some knowledge on a topic and then drop it after 90 days. It's okay. It is better than exploring multiple priorities for next 90 days and not building depth even in single one of them. Third step, which you should definitely do, is produce proof before you announce a new priority. My suggestion will be, if you are working on something, work on it in public, but anonymously. Write about it, talk about it, but as I said, without announcing it to anyone except your family. Definitely do not announce it within your social circle. It can be your friends, your colleagues. Definitely don't announce it to them. It is not about building visibility. It is more about putting your ideas in action. It can be in words, it can be in video, it can be in public. And the idea behind not announcing it to your distant family, your relatives, is you do not earn recognition without putting in enough effort. Remember that the priority that changes your life is rarely the one that feels exciting on day one. It is the one you stay with after it becomes ordinary. Think about that.